Hello. Hi, good evening. We'll start this class in another 2 minutes. We'll wait for some of them to join. A very good evening to all. Am I audible? Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Yeah, thanks, Edwin. Okay, so we'll start at today's class. Yeah, so the last class was regarding functions and recursion, right? So you have any doubts in this functions and recursion? And finally, I asked you to trace the code, trace the above logic, okay, for n equal to 6 and n equal to 4. So if you would have done that, you would have got a visualization on how the recursion happens for multiple recursive calls. So any doubts in that? Okay, fine. So today we're going to see about a new topic, which is on modules and packages. Okay, so first let us see about modules, then we can go for packages. So last class we saw about functions, right? So we saw that functions are written on the same program itself. So we have the main program, above that we have certain functions. Okay, so like those functions can be used only in that particular program, right? Suppose here in this, let's take this program. So we have the main program here, and then this one, the combination program over here. So this combination function can be used only in this program, right? Outside of this program, it is not accessible. So like if you have multiple programs which are accessing for a particular function, okay, then we have to make use of the concept called modules. Okay. So this is a simple introduction. So actually modules are nothing but it is also a separate Python program. Okay. So it contains functions, other objects. So you can also define your own objects like if you want to define a person. Okay. So person will have certain details, right? So a person object in the form of a dictionary can be created, or if you want to like define a constant values. Okay. So for example, you have pi, okay, and uh, c, which is the like speed of light. So like that, you have a lot of scientific constants, right? So like that, if you have any constants to be denoted, that can be written inside these modules. Other objects, variables, even classes. So we'll be seeing about classes in the future classes. So this module will contain all these things. Okay. And whatever you have defined inside the module can be accessed by any other program. Okay. So it can be accessed by multiple programs. And only thing you have to do is you have to import. Okay. So like a module is a kind of a library. Okay. So if you want to use that library, you have to import that library. Right. Okay. So like I'll show you examples. So first you have to visualize how to place a library. So for that, what I've done is I've created a separate folder called modules and packages. Okay, under the folder COL. So whatever modules and files I'm going to write are going to be present inside this modules and packages. Okay. So I will create a file and I'll name it as my module .py. Okay. So you have the modules in this format. Okay, so we can give any name to that, and the extension is .py because I told that modules are also Python files. Okay, and then you can have any other program which will make use of this module.py. Okay, I give main.py. So this main.py file, okay, is going to make use of this my module.py module file. Okay, so first let us define this my module file, and then again we can come back to this main.py. So now, as of now, it is an empty file. So I'll define certain functions. Okay. So let us write a simple function itself. So I'll write certain print statements to denote. Okay, so just prompt statements inside module, and then I'll do the operation. Okay. So it is as simple as writing a function. Okay. So only thing is you don't have a main program here. That's it. So I have written a function like that. I can define an object. Okay. So for example, a person object. Okay. Fine. And you can also create any other objects also, like a list of numbers, a tuple. Okay. Whatever it is. And then I can create my own constant, or just a variable. Okay. And then you can also create classes. Okay. So regarding classes, you can see later. You don't know about classes, so I'm not going to write any class. Fine. Yeah. So like this, you can have any number of functions, any number of objects like this, and any number of values or variables like this. Okay. Now let us go to the main program. Okay. So now I define the my module. Now I'm going to the main program. So mostly you will be using only functions. So I'm just giving you a knowledge that you can create any other objects as well as any other constant values variables. Okay. Now coming to the main program. So this main program can be a normal usual program. So where you can get the inputs, whatever you want, you can do. And then at some point, I want to make use of the functions, constants, and objects present inside this my module. Okay. At that point, what should I do is I should import my module. Okay. So this is one of the ways you import my module. I'll tell you the other ways as well. So the most basic format of importing modules is this way: import my module. Okay. Now, so after importing this my module, I have access to these three things. Okay. So the sum of two numbers function, the person object, and then the JK constant. So now I'll tell you how to access these things. Okay. So first, let me get two values. Okay. So to access this sum of two numbers, I'll simply use the my modules. This is the module name. Okay. Dot sum of two numbers, the function name. And to that, I will pass two parameters a comma b. And this would return a value, okay, that I will store it in C. Now I will print the value of C. Fine. So now just to understand the flow, I'll write few print statements. Yeah. So now let us execute the code and see what happens. So now what I will do is I have to run the main program. Okay. So if I run the main program, what happens is the first statement that I've written is import my module. So if I import my module, all the functions, whatever I've written inside the my module would get imported to this main program, and it is accessible to this program. Okay. Fine. So the first statement that gets executed is main inside main, and then I took two variables, and then I'm calling sum of two numbers inside the my module. So now what happens? The control comes over here. Okay. So now here I have the inside module statement that got printed as well. And then it is returning C. After calculating the sum, it is returning C. It goes back to the main program. Okay, it gets the value of C and then it prints the sum. Fine. Now, okay. So now tell me how to access the person's address. I want to print the person's address. Tell me, anyone?
Uh, I think it's my module dot
My module dot.
JK JK.
No. See, actually, JK is the
It
name.
was person
Person.
dot
Yeah.
dot person
Person.
Then
Then
again, dot one
dot
address.
should I use
address.
dot for accessing the address? It is a dictionary, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's bracket.
Yeah, very good.
yeah,
Bracket address.
address.
That's it. So one additional thing that I did is using the my module package, the module name. That's it. Okay. So this is person's address. That's it. As simple as that. Now next. So to access the constant, similar to this, I write my module dot jk constant. Okay. So like this, you can write any program, and one important thing is that program should be present inside this folder itself. Okay. So now what I will do is I can write any number of programs here after main. Okay, like that I can write some other program, main one, main two, like that, any other program, and then so this my module is accessible to all the other programs which are present in this folder. Okay. So that is the actual purpose of module. Okay. So any doubts in this? This is the basic. All of you understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So next thing is like to use the like the things inside the module, every time I have to use this my module dot sum of two numbers, then my module dot person, my module dot jk constant, right? So this my module seems to be a bigger name. So what I can do is I can give an alias name for this my module. Okay, so you can give a shorter name for this my module. So how to do that is just give as whatever name you want you can give. Okay, it is not a restriction anything. You can also even give a larger name. Okay, so like so I'm just giving right? So here what I've done is I've given a alias name for my module. So hereafter I will not be able to use my module. So let us I'm not changing any of the codes except this adding the alias name. Okay, so alias name is nothing but it's the other name for my module. I'm giving a new name for this my module. So now let me execute. You see, it will throw an error. Why? Because I've changed the name of my module. So wherever there is my module, I have to just replace it with mm. So now if I execute, you can see you got the output, right? So this is the second way. Okay, we can import the my module and then give an alias name, and then I can use that alias name to use the functions, whatever things present inside the module. Understood? Yes. Any doubts? Got it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So now the third way. So third way is like okay. See, this is a module where we have only three things inside this module, right? So there are certain modules where lot of functionalities would have been written. For example, math package. So inside math package, so mathematics is a huge topic, right? So you have square root, okay, finding all the trigonometric operations, okay, cube root, okay, a lot that like that. N number of things are there. Finding average, absolute value, like that. Lot of things are there. So like uh, I but I will not be using all the functions, right? Okay, so what happens is if I import a module, unnecessarily all the functionalities and all the objects that are present inside that module would be imported inside the main program itself. So to avoid that unnecessary import, what we can do is whatever is needed, that alone I can add. Okay, suppose I'm going to use only the sum of two numbers. I'll import only the sum of two numbers inside my main program. Okay, so I'm not going to use these two uh, objects, so I'm not going to import them at all. Okay, so now how to do that is there is one more model of importing the package, just nothing but from import. Okay, okay, let's see the difference. So what I do, I'll write from. So after from, you have to give the module name, my module import. Okay, so now I'm going to write down all the things that I'm going to use inside this program. So let me like I'm going to use only the sum of two numbers function and the person object. I'm not going to use this jk constant. So how to do that is just write sum of two numbers. So how to give multiple things is give a comma person. That's all. So now I will be able to use only the sum of two numbers and person. I'll not be able to use jk constant because I have not imported it. One more advantage of doing this is I need not use the module name for accessing these things. Okay, so I can directly use sum of two numbers and directly use this person object. So whereas in the previous thing, I have to use the module name or the alias name for accessing the function, right? So here I can directly access. C equal to just give sum of two numbers of a comma b. That's it. Okay. And then similarly, I can print the person's name like giving person dot, sorry, person of name. Okay. So now let us run this and let me show you if I import or if I try to use jk constant, what happens, I will show you. So it works the same way. Okay. Now if I print, oh, it will throw an error. Okay, why? Because I have not imported. Understood? So there are two advantages of using this kind of import, one advantage is like it will import only the things that you're importing. Okay, unnecessary memory wastage will not be there. And second advantage is we need not use the module name for accessing the variable, accessing the functions. Okay, fine. And suppose like you want to import all the things that are present inside my module. Okay, so for that, what I can do is one thing is I can just give all the things in comma separated manner. Okay, so this will also work. So I've imported all the three things. Okay, see, got the output. Now instead of doing this, I can just simply put a star. So from my module import star. Fine, you got the output. So this is all about modules. Any doubts in this?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, fine. Now let us see about packages. Like, so you can see that so you have my module, right? So like that you can have one more module also. Mm, so let me write it as multiply module. Okay, and let me write one more power module, or I'll write area calculation module. Okay, you can give any name to the module. Okay, so now I have three modules here: my module, my multiply module, and then area calculation module. So let me define these two modules as well: multiply module and area calculation module. Let us write two functions. Okay, so def multiply two numbers. Okay, and then I'll multiply these two values a into b, and then I will return. Okay, I'll write one more function: multiply three numbers a comma b comma c. So inside multiply module, multiply three functions. Okay, and then I will multiply these three, return c, return d. Fine. Similarly, let us define this area calculation module also. So def area of circle, and I need radius, right? Inside area module, circle function. Okay, area A equal to 2 into 3.14 into, sorry, pi r square, right? 3.14 into r into r. Return A. Def area of rectangle A comma B inside area module, rectangle function, area is equal to length into breadth, right? L into B. L into B, return A. Fine, enough. So you can see from here. So we have three modules. Okay, area calculation, multiplication, multiply, and then my module. And then you have the main program. So from the main program, you will be able to access all the three modules. Okay, so how to do that? You have to import all the modules separately, right? So I'll use from import itself. From area calculation module, import star. Okay, and then from multiply module, import star. From my module, import star, right? So I am writing three times import statements, and then let me calculate the area of the circle. Radius is equal to 5. So now tell me how to find the area of the circle. Area is equal to what?
Then we'll put the name which we have defined in area calculation module, the function name.
No, I didn't get you. Could you please repeat?
Calculation of area, we have the radius. Then that
Hmm.
in area calculation module, the function which we have defined, we will
Yeah,
put that name and then area
this is the name.
underscore of
This is
underscore circle,
uh,
and then we'll
so
pass the value radius.
yeah. So I have to give it directly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So directly give area of circle, and as the parameter, I'll pass radius. That's it. Very simple. Print area. Okay, you got the area of the circle. Fine. So this is how you will do the module import, and then you do. So now, like you see, if so, there are actually three modules, so you are importing three times, right? Okay, if there are 10 modules, there are 15 modules, then what would you do? You should keep on importing all the 10 modules or all the 15 modules, right? So that is the hectic process. Instead of doing that, what we can do is we can define all these functions or all these modules inside a package. Okay, so package is nothing but it is a collection of modules, as simple as that. So I'm creating a folder inside which I'll be writing one more package. Okay, so this is dedicated for modules, or I let me put all them. Okay, no problem. So I'm coming inside here. Okay, this is the fresh folder where I'm going to perform all the package operations. I'll create a folder. Okay, it means I'm creating a package in the name my package. And inside this my package, let me take these functions. Okay, I'm copying these functions and then I'm placing it inside this my package. Okay, you should understand where it is being placed. So that's a folder called package. Inside the folder called package, there is a folder called my package. So this my package is going to act like the package. Okay, so this package is the folder where I have placed my package. Clear about this, right? Any doubts in this? So I have my package. Inside my package, I have three modules. Okay. Now I'll write the main program.
So,
Yeah.
can't we keep these my modules directly in package? Why there is a
Sorry.
need to have one more folder like my package?
Yeah, we can have. See, why I did this is there should not be any confusion. So if I write, if I keep all the files over here, I should write the main program here. So already there is one main program, right?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
So just to avoid the confusion, I've taken a separate folder for explaining packages. Okay. So now I have the main program. This main program is going to access this my package.
Okay.
Okay. Now the most important thing is, so there should be some driving program that should import all these modules and the functions inside the modules, right? Okay, that is a mandatory thing for any package. So what we need to have is one Python file in the name double underscore init double underscore dot py. Okay, so this naming convention is very, very important. So if you give any other name, it will not work. So I've given double underscore init double underscore dot py. Okay. Now what I would do is there can be any number of files, any number of modules over here, and any number of other files also. Okay, it's not that you should have only the modules inside here. So that will be taken care by the init function. This will decide what are all the modules and what are all the not non-module files which are present over here. You can keep any other images. Okay, and supporting images if you have, you can also keep. Okay, and any other videos. Okay, so other Excel files. So whatever files, things you have that can be present over here. But this init function will define what are all the modules of this package. Okay, now I'll tell you how to do that. So open this init.py. Now we can start importing all the modules which are present here. Okay, import. And the most important thing is the main program is placed here. And then, okay, so this area calculation module, multiply module, my module are all placed inside this my package. So what I should do is import my module, sorry, my package. This is the package name dot my module. Okay, import my module dot, sorry, my package dot multiply module. So this is how we have to import my package dot area calculation. Okay, now let to check the flow, I'll just write the print statement inside my package. Okay, inside my package, importing the modules. Print modules imported successfully. Fine. Okay, so I have the package, I have the init function, init file. Inside the init file, I have these three import statements. This is mandatory. So these are all just normal print statements. I've just written to just check the flow of the program. That's it. Okay. Now coming to the main program. I'll explain this again. Okay, just understand the flow. I'll explain this again. So I have the main program. So now importing the package is very simple. Just put import my package. So now I'm not going to write any other statement over here. I'm just going to execute the code. Okay, sorry. See this my package. It is present inside the package folder, right? So I should change the folder structure here. CD package. So now I'm inside this package folder. So this main program is inside the package, right? So if you have any confusion, please tell me. I'll explain again. Python 3. Okay, so you can see there are no other statements here. I've just written import my package. So if we import any package, the first task of the compiler is to search for the init function inside this package. Okay, it will search for the init file inside this package, and it will start executing all the the statements which are present inside the init file. So you know what are all present inside the init. So this statement is there, right? You can see the output inside my package, and then a slash n importing the modules. And the last statement is modules imported successfully. Got it? So all these modules would have been imported. Okay. And then the file got terminated because that's it. I have written in the main program. Now, how to access the function? Okay. Now let us calculate the area of the rectangle. Length is equal to 10. Width is equal to 20. Now again, to understand the flow, I'll write some prompt statements. Okay. Now, like how to access the area of the rectangle is, now let us see where it is placed. So inside my package, there is area calculation module, and inside that we have area of rectangle. So my package dot area calculation module dot area of rectangle of L comma B. Now let us execute this and see whether it's working correctly. Yeah. So I'll explain again. Just listen carefully from the first. Okay. So here, like package is nothing but it is a collection of modules. So if you have more than one module, okay, so like it is difficult to import all the modules. So if you have a lot of modules, we cannot keep on importing all the modules one by one, right? So what we do is we just create a package and then place all the modules inside this package. And you can see I have written the package name as my module, and this my module package should be present in the same folder where the main program is present. You should not put this main program inside the my package. Be careful with this also. Okay, so the main program, this my package, both in the same folder. Okay, and coming inside is my package, and this is the cache file. Don't worry about this. This will be created whenever you run. Okay, so cache file is for faster access. The Python compiler itself will create the cache file. So each time we need not go and search for where this present and all, where the functions are present and all. It will first search in the cache file. If it is not present, then it goes and searches for that function or thing inside this module. Okay, fine. So don't worry about cache file. It is the internal processing. Okay, and you can see there are three modules: area calculation module, multiply module, and my module. Three modules present here. And then to drive this three modules, we have a file called init.py. And these three modules are normal modules. Okay, so whatever we saw in the normal modules are present here itself. Okay, all those things are there. Now coming to this init. Okay, so inside this init, so just to understand the flow, I've written this print statement, and then here I have written import my package.my module. So you should give relative names. Okay, relative names means from the main program, which program is going to access, right? The main program is going to access. So with respect to the main program, where this my module is present. Okay, so it is present inside the my package, and inside my package we have my module. So that's why I written like this: my package dot my module. Right? Similarly, my package dot multiply module, my package dot area calculation module. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now coming to the main program. So it is very simple. Just import the my package. Okay, it will. What happens if we import the my package packages? Nothing but it will search for the init program present inside this my package. Okay, it will start executing all the statements which are present inside. And I told you, right? So whatever should be imported, that alone can be put over here. See, inside this folder, I can have any number of files. So for example, one more file, abc.txt. So this is another file. I'm just writing some texts. Okay, some text I've written, and that is also present here. So we can clearly see that this is not a module, right? So what happens? This init program, even though this ABC is present inside this my package, will not be considered as a module. Why? Because this init function will decide. This init program will decide what are all the modules that has to be imported. So there might be one more Python program as well. Okay, so like perimeter calculation module dot py. So only if I import this perimeter calculation module using this init, this will be considered as a module inside this package. Okay, unless and until I import this, this will be considered as a normal file itself, not as a module. Okay, fine. Any doubts in this?
Sir, can you repeat the last part?
Yeah. So what I told is, see here I have one more Python file, which is perimeter calculation module. So I can write my statements here, like for area calculation, we have written some functions, right? Similarly, I can write perimeter calculation, def perimeter of rectangle. We have L comma B. Perimeter is equal to 2 into L plus B. Okay, and then return perimeter. So I have a Python file perimeter calculation module.py. So now, like, I have not written the import statement for perimeter calculation inside this init function, init method, sorry, init program, right? So, like, if I have not imported this here, I will not be able to access this perimeter calculation module at all. This is just a normal file which will not be considered inside the package. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So now coming to the main program.
Sir,
Yeah.
if we try to import that perimeter calculation file individually, still we won't be able to because it is in the different folder, right?
Yeah. So to, yeah, okay, I'll tell you that. So this is main program. So here I have to do import my package dot perimeter calculation module. Like this you have to do.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand.
As PR. Now I can do perimeter is equal to PR dot perimeter of rectangle of L comma B.
Sir, you
Yeah.
put a full stop instead of a comma,
Yeah. Sorry.
line
Sorry.
11.
Thank you. Thank you, Arjun.
Sir, in print statement, it's PER and not PERI.
Sorry. Yeah. Good. Okay. Fine. So if you have models in different folder, you have to do like this. That's it. So no doubts in this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us see a package inside another package. Okay. So yeah, once again, I explained the folder structure. So this package, it's as the main program. Okay. Along with the main program, I have my package. And I told you that I'm going to explain about package inside a package, right? So now what I would do is I'll write package is nothing but a folder, right? So I'll create a new folder and I'm going to name it as uh, any function. Okay, let me call it as perimeter package. This package is especially used for calculating all the perimeters. Okay. So it is not that you have to give package at the end. Okay. So you can just simply leave it as perimeter also. I'm just to differentiate between normal folders and package, I'm writing it as package. As well as for modules also is not that you have to end with modules. Can give any name. Just area calculation is enough. Just multiply is enough. Okay. So I just move this to perimeter package. Okay. I'll show. So see, I removed this perimeter calculation module and place it over here. And let me rename it as perimeter calculation or rectangle perimeter. Okay. Rectangle perimeter module. Okay. And similarly, circle perimeter module. Fine. So def perimeter of circle radius. Okay, and then perimeter is equal to 2 into 3.14 into radius. Return perimeter. Understood? Okay, so now I explain the folder structure again. See, you have the main program, you have the my package. Inside my package, I have area calculation, multiply module, and then my module, which are modules of my package. And I have one more package, perimeter package, which is present inside my package. And then I have two modules, circle perimeter and rectangle perimeter, which are inside perimeter package. Okay, so like how to import these two modules using perimeter package? What should be present inside this package? Yes,
Init file.
yes, very good. So you should have the init file, right? So this is going to like represent which are all going to be the modules, right? So definitely a package means this should contain init file. Double underscore init double underscore dot py. Fine. Now inside this init file,
Be importing those two
yeah. So I'll write
packages, modules. Sorry.
Importing perimeter package. Yeah. So now tell me how to import the two modules, circle perimeter and rectangle perimeter. How to import?
Import the
Import.
perimeter package dot uh, circle
Okay.
perimeter.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, what you have to do is, I told you everything is related to main, right? Main means the program which is going to import the package. So this main. So from this main, how to access the perimeter, uh, the circle perimeter file.
Then my
So first,
package dot
yeah, correct. First my
perimeter.
package. Okay. Inside my package, you have perimeter package, and inside perimeter package, you have circle perimeter module. So we have to write the entire thing, okay, from the start of the main program, where the main program is present. Okay. My package dot perimeter package dot circle
Circle.
perimeter module. So similarly, import my package dot perimeter package dot rectangle perimeter module, right? So print of perimeter package imported successfully. Fine. So now coming to the main program. Yeah, one more important thing is there, which is nothing but, so again coming from the first, okay. So inside from main, okay, so you have my package. So inside my package, if you see this init.py, so you are importing the three modules, whereas you have not imported the package. Okay, that is also very important. So you have to import the package, then only that package also will be imported successfully. Okay. So how to import that package?
Import my package dot perimeter package.
Yes, that's it. Import my package dot perimeter package. Now what happens in this statement is, since this perimeter package is also a package, it will search for the init file, okay, inside this perimeter package. Understood? So now if that init file executes, so if this init file executes, what happens? These two packages will also get imported. Understood? So with a single statement inside the main program, okay, with this single statement import my package, we are importing all the other modules. Okay, so I'll just comment this because I removed. Okay, so this my package will call the init file of my package. Okay, we'll call the init file of my package, and this init file of my package will again call the init file of perimeter package, and this will import all the other modules which are present in perimeter package. Understood?
So, but why do we need to have so
Hmm.
many packages, as in package under package?
No, I'm just explaining you. These are the possibilities. See again, like why we are using packages. Only thing is you are like grouping the modules. Okay. So if there are 100 functions and like you can still group those 100 functions. Sorry, if there are 100 modules, and if you're able to subgroup those 100 modules into like another subgroups, okay, then you can just make them as another sub package, right? For example, like there is a package called formula. Okay, so the formula there is a lot of formulas, right? Like for area calculation there will be certain formulas, for perimeter calculation there will be certain formulas, for linear algebra there are certain formulas, for differentiation there are certain formulas, right? So I cannot put formula, right? I can put, but that it will be confusing. So if I want only the perimeter calculation to be imported, I can just import that. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
Fine. See, you will not be doing so many imports and all. I'm just telling you how the what are different possibilities present. Okay, if there are any situations coming, you should be able to handle, right? If that's a question like there's package inside a package inside a package, there can be any number of nestings here. So I've just shown you two nestings. Okay, there can be 3, 4, 5, 6, how many ever nestings there are, you can have. Okay. Yeah. So now tell me how to access the rectangle perimeter calculation. Equal to, yes, anyone? Rectangle perimeter calculation. So you have to just give the relative path. Okay, this is present inside my package, inside my package, perimeter package. Then you have rectangle perimeter module. Okay, so my package dot perimeter package dot rectangle perimeter calculation of L comma B. Okay, so dot area perimeter of rectangle. This function also should be called, right? Print perimeter is equal to comma peri. Okay. So you have to understand these statements, how the package is being imported. So I just call this my package, import my package, and this is calling the this is going inside the init of my package, and there inside my package importing the modules is statement is being printed. And then in the init of my package, we have one more statement for importing the perimeter package. Okay, so now what happens? The init of that perimeter package will get invoked. Right? This will get invoked. So now what happens? Importing perimeter package. Okay, and then the perimeter package imported successfully. Then it goes back to the init of my module. Okay, my package. Okay, so and here module is imported successfully. This will be printed. Okay, and after that it comes back to the main program. And it starts executing the statements. That's it. Okay, any doubts so far? So now we will be able to write if there is one more package inside perimeter package, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now I'll give you an assignment. So the assignment is check whether it is possible to give alias name for package. If yes, how? Okay, so I cannot keep giving this such a big name for every time for accessing the perimeter of rectangle, right? Okay, so your task is to check whether is it possible to give alias name for the package. Okay, and if yes, how? So this is your assignment. Okay, so that's it for today. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So if you don't have any doubts, you want to start practicing, you can wind up the session. Any doubts?
No, sir, no doubts.
Okay. Others, shall we wind off? Okay, fine. So thank you guys. Like have a good day. We can meet in the next class day after tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Sir, do we have a schedule for our classes?
Sorry?
The schedule, I don't know about the class. After tomorrow, we have class, right?
No, not tomorrow. Day after tomorrow. See, every alternate days we have class. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
And how about I practice? I didn't finish a lot. So is there like
No
time for
problem.
any
No
time
problem.
is
No problem.
okay, even after 1 month?
You can access it anytime. Anytime.
Anytime, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
busy a little bit with my exam in my university. Now I
No,
have
see,
exam.
even after the classes are over, you'll be having access to the platform. Okay, you can just practice anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Yemen, Middle East, but
Okay.
I am in Indonesia now, study there, industrial engineering.
Very good. Very good. Okay. All the best for your studies. Have a good
Thank
day.
you, sir.
Yeah.